What up, anglers? So let me tell you how the South Node is the basis of your life and how I learned that based off of my own chart. Case study on my own chart. I'm a Virgo South Node. When I read the South Node, I used my own life to learn astrology. So when I read my Virgo South Node and I learned that Virgo has everything to do with medicine, medical this, health that. Virgo is the doctor of the zodiac. I said, oh my God. Both my parents met in medical corpsman school before I was born. Both my parents were medical corpsmen in the Coast Guard. My dad was a medical corpsman, like I just said, but then he retired and became a nurse. His mama, a nurse. All his sisters, nurses. The brother, my Uncle Andre, who didn't become a nurse, married a nurse. My dad's oldest sister, my Auntie Julie, 3 of her kids, nurses. Nurse drama. One of them failed nursing school twice. And I wanted to specifically be a neurosurgeon when I was little. My Virgo, the South Node is in the 3rd house. The 3rd house is the Gemini house of the nerves, okay? Neurosurgeon, a nerve surgeon. I've been an amazing writer my entire life, like from kindergarten up into early college. I mean, my entire school career, writing lit. My teachers used to call my mom, oh my God, he has such a gift. Mariah Carey, a Virgo South Node, she wrote every last one of her number ones. Avid readers do not write. Writers do not read. My mom used to sit and make me read books until I cried. I hated to read. And she didn't understand that. You're so smart, but you don't want to read. I'm not meant to read. I don't think I've ever finished a book, but I've written them. And that's exactly how my life is supposed to be. But reading, writing, I had a business writing papers for people. My senior year in high school when I worked on a military base. Mars is in my 6th house. Anything Virgo, you look at your 6th house. Mars rules military, Mars rules entrepreneurship. And I lived on the military base and I worked at the commissary writing papers for people. I read a lot, I just don't read books. I read online. I'm always researching astrology and my reading is different. I had to validate that within myself, but reading and book writing and all that is all Virgo. Virgo squares Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the library, the encyclopedia. What is an encyclopedia in a library? That's a coalescence of books. That's why Virgo square. That's why Pisces music squares Sagittarius, publication, going on tour. Virgo squares Sagittarius because you have to publish books. My mom is a Saturn Sagittarius. We were always in the library, and she's a medical librarian. And see, here is the kicker. Right here, this is the kicker. My mom, she raised me and got her associate's, her bachelor's, and her master's degree from 1993 to 1999. But guess where her degree is in? Health informatics. And then her first job, she got hired to work in a group. She's an Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius. She got hired to work as a part of a group. Where? At the National Institutes of Health. But where? At the National Institutes of Health, NIH, specifically at the National Library of Medicine, affiliated with the National Institutes of Health. And she's doing all this while what? No, about a few years after. She did this, and then a few years after, my father goes to nursing school. He retires as a medical corpsman in the Coast Guard, and he goes to medical school to become a nurse. What does my sister do when she gets of age? She's in nursing school right now. You can't make this shit up because my first real job, I was a transporter at a hospital, and my dad as a nurse got me that job. My first career, I was a transporter. I moved my way up to unit coordinator. I moved to a new hospital and became unit coordinator. Then I became director of marketing and admissions with no degree. Baby, slayed it. Virgo, yes, you know how to work. Earth, South Nodes, you know how to work, okay? That is so wild. Got sexually harassed in the medical field. Mars in my 6th house. Aries 10th, Aries sex, 10th house of managers. I need to look at my own chart more. Oh my God, my Virgo is in the 3rd house of the lungs, the hands, the eyes. I had asthma. Baby, I was that child. Oh my God. Child, I was born with asthma, eczema, allergies, sensitivity to dairy. I'm allergic to peanuts. I cannot eat peanuts at all, or peanut butter. violent anaphylactic shock. And the third house is the house of the lungs. Virgo is sickness. The third house, lungs, sick lungs, asthma. Anywhere your sixth house in Virgo, that could help doctors, like for real. I want to be a consultant to doctors because the sixth house in Virgo tells you how you get sick. The third house, the hands. My Virgo auntie used to get rashes on her hands if she used cheap soap. That's deep. Elementary school, the third house, baby. I went into anaphylactic shock playing with peanut butter in preschool, baby. My mom came to that school. She's an Aquarius sun, Aries moon. She had every teacher in tears because I almost died. Like my mom's friend, Miss Odessa, came. Listen to my mom tell that story. Oh my God. Baby, my mama be like, and Miss Odessa was holding you and praying and calling on the angels while that ambulance was on the way. And Antoine, I had every last teacher in that school in tears. Baby, that Aquarian Aries authority is no joke. I've had to wield it a couple of times, but yeah, you mess with Chandra's child and like that, because the preschool had me playing with peanut butter. They didn't listen to me when I said I'm allergic, and they said, "Oh, we're just gonna play with it." Well, no, you can't do that either because I'ma almost die, and then my mom gonna come up here and obliterate this school. And that's exactly what she did. So long story short, your south node is everything. Nobody talks about it. But if people did talk about it, you would know way more about your trials, your tribulations, the people that come into your life. I'm going to tell you what I did in my past life. I made a critical mistake that I have to pay for involving cars and driving. Oh, as a Virgo south node, you know how many driving jobs I've had? Like driving and who can drive better. And I wanted to drive at 3 years old. That's how driving is huge. But I'm going to tell you in part two, okay, what I did and how I know. I'm going to show y'all my chart. But your south node, you see how much Virgo is in my life? I don't have any other Virgo placements except for my south node. Get into your south node, baby. That's the basis and the foundation of your life.